want to give my flowers to these designers that put some of this stuff out. But the designers that put this out, your flowers are going dead, bro. Your flowers are going dead because these are trash, bro. I'm sorry. Your flowers need watering. Because
you want the sneak peek?
What is up, everybody? It's your boy, Everybody Hates Jae, and we back with another banger. Hey, I'm super excited to have you guys here with me today. You already know what's popping. Let's get right into it. And so today we have what we got versus what we wanted. What we wanted versus what we got. So you guys know all the time whenever these shoes release, a lot of times months in advance, maybe 6 to 7 months in advance, these shoes do not have official pictures yet. So a lot of times, a lot of these sneaker blogs and people like that, they're reposting basically what they call a mock-up version. Now, a mock-up version is basically what they expect this sneaker to look like. So a lot of times whenever the sneaker actually comes out and it retails, it does not look the exact same as the mock-up version does. Today, we've got 5 sneakers that the mock-up or the custom was better than the retail version. Let's go ahead and jump right on into this. I'm super excited. The first one that we got up today is the A Ma Maniére 4. Now, what you're looking at is the mock-up version of the A Ma Maniére 4. So the A Ma Maniére 4 that released did not release looking like this. However, if the A Ma Maniére 4 had released looking like this, this would be an absolute banger. If the A Ma Maniére 4 released like this would be $1,000 shoe, no doubt in my mind. This is an absolutely beautiful masterpiece right here. James Whitner is the creator slash CEO of A Ma Maniére. So the A Ma Maniére 4 and all the other A Ma Manières were created by him. And this right here is an absolutely beautiful shoe. I mean, the cream textures that you got on this shoe with the plum colors, that's a really big pattern that we see with these A Ma Manières, is this cream color with this plum color with this kind of aged white. This is just so clean. Oh my gosh, this is probably one of the cleanest shoes I've ever seen in my lifetime. And A Ma Maniére 3 is one of my all-time favorite shoes. So I feel like if this would have released, the A Ma Maniére 4 may have passed up the 3 as my all-time favorite. This is what we wanted. This is what we got. Now, this is one of those shoes that I would say the retail version that we got, it's not to be slept on. This is still a banger shoe. Prices right now are sitting around $500 to $600, I believe. And these are still nice. If you've seen these in person, then you know that these are like very well made. The quality on the A Ma Maniére 4 is absolutely stunning. I like this shoe a lot. I don't personally have the A Ma Maniére 4. I feel like this colorway with this plum all over on the top is going to be a little bit hard for me to match. I don't see myself necessarily buying the A Ma Maniére 4, but if I just had some extra money, it was a good price, I wouldn't pass it up, that's for sure. Like I said, an absolutely beautiful shoe. James Whitner always does this thing with the A Ma Maniére 4. However, this one is definitely better than this one. So let's go ahead and move on to shoe number 2. Number 2, we have got the Desert Elephant 3. Now, this right here is the mock-up version of the Desert Elephant 3s, and this right here is the version that we wanted. This right here basically looks very similar to a Air Jordan 3 Black Cement. So for all you OG sneakerheads and all you guys that know about all the hype shoes at least, you guys know the Black Cement is an absolutely iconic Jordan 3 colorway. Definitely one of my favorite 3s of all time, besides the A Ma Maniére 3, is going to be the Black Cement 3. I don't have a pair. Haven't been able to come across a pair in my size for a good price. However, they are absolutely beautiful, and if the Desert Elephant 3s would have released like this would have went absolutely crazy. This looks very similar to the Air Jordan 3 Black Cement. The Air Jordan 3 Black Cement is more of like a gray color, and this one is more of kind of like a tan, so I guess it would be kind of like a lighter color here, and as well on the elephant print. But these are really nice. I think that if they would have released like this, they would have did crazy numbers, and the resale prices on these would be up there in the $300-400 range. Maybe not quite $300 or $400, just because of the fact that threes are not as popular as they used to be. However, threes are my favorite silhouette of all time. Jordan 3 is my absolute favorite silhouette. So for me, I would have loved to have had this, but instead we got this. This is boo-boo to me. I do not like this. I can see where people would like it, and I can see how people are able to pull it off. But for me, I just don't like it. You guys can see the leather differences in this black right here. Don't really like that. I don't like this brown that they put in there, and I also don't like this kind of burnt orange Jordan's tongue here or on the eyelets. So for me, this is definitely going to be a hard pass. Really wish they would have stuck with the mock-up version on that one. The retail version for me is just an absolute dud, and it pretty much showed as a dud when it came out in stores. They sat in stores for a really long time. Actually, I do believe that there are still some stores that may even have pairs of the Desert Elephant 3s. I really wish that they would have just stuck with the mock-up version, because those would have been so much better, and I think it would have actually gave the people something that we wanted. Moving on to the next. Now, the next one, you guys might kind of hate me for this. Some of you guys might hate me for this, but I think, honestly, if you guys just be 100% honest with yourself, you can agree that these shoes are fugly. So we're gonna go right into it. We've got the mock-up version first, and if they would have done this, this would have been hot. The eBay Dunks. The eBay Dunks to me are absolutely hideous, but had they done this mock-up version right here, this would have been absolutely amazing. Let me also clarify too, some of these may not actually be official mock-ups. They may just be custom. However, they were what I found, and I like the custom better than I like the shoe. I believe that this eBay Dunk right here may have been a custom design. I like the textures that they put on this and the leather that they used. It looks like a really good premium leather on these, and I like the fact that there's no slits in them. These are really sick. The colors on them, I know it's kind of like a lot of colors and stuff, but they mesh very well together, and so they just look so dope. And I also like this reselling since 95 little tag on the side. That would be extra hard on the eBay Dunks. I think more than anything, they like the story behind the eBay Dunks, which is maybe something else that we can get into in another video. However, for me, it needs to be a little bit more than just a story for me to really enjoy it and like the shoe. And this is what I wanted, and instead, this is what we got. This thing is trash. This is a boo shoe. I absolutely hate this shoe right here. And all these little slits is clear patent leather as well. And you can just see right through it. So it's just so ugly. It's so bad. They did the patent leather all the way around it. Hate the patent leather. Absolutely hate patent leather. This shoe is very terrible in my opinion. I mean, like I said, the story behind the eBay Dunk is what makes the eBay Dunk the eBay Dunk, and what makes it so cool. I think a lot of people were expecting this shoe to be through the roof on resale prices, you know, closer to the $800 to $1,000 range. And I think that because of the patent leather, because of the clear cutouts, it ended up making this shoe pretty much tank and become one of the biggest busts of 2022 in my opinion. This one retailed at around $130, I believe, and prices right now are sitting around $200. So didn't do very well as far as the resale value goes. And to me, like I said, they're just absolutely hideous. They could have done a lot better with these, and I understand why they are cut out. However, I think personally, if they would have just cut it out but left it with the leather that we have here, it still would have been a decent shoe. But making the cutouts and then putting the patent leather on there absolutely kills it for me. I'm not fucking with this. And if y'all are fucking with it, you're ugly. I'm sorry. I fuck with you though. Now the next one, I feel like everybody wants this, you know, everybody wants it. And I feel like everybody can agree that what we got versus what we wanted is absolutely terrible. Drop a comment below and let me know if you don't agree with this one, because I feel like everybody's going to agree with this one. So what we wanted was a Red October 350. The 350 is such an iconic shoe. All the Yeezys, pretty much the original Yeezys from the Red October that he did with Nike, and then going into Adidas with the 350 V1, and then finally coming out with the 350 V2s we seen with the Belugas. The 350 V2 to me is probably one of the best Yeezys ever made, as far as just general wear. They're so comfortable. They're very versatile. They look great on foot. Anybody from the young kids, the babies, all the way up to the mid adults, to your older adults, to your senior citizens can rock a pair of Yeezys, be fresh, be comfortable, and be stylish. So that's why I think that the 350 is such an iconic shoe. We all know just how iconic the Red October colorway is. I mean, that right now is sitting at about $15,000 for a brand new pair of Red October Nike Yeezys. We do know that it has to do with the fact that Kanye is no longer with Nike. He did a couple shoes and then switched over to Adidas. So it kind of, boosted the resale value of that. But also, even before he left Nike and before they went crazy like they did, the Red October was definitely an iconic shoe. I remember whenever those came out and seeing a lot of people have them and things like that. We all wanted a Red October 350. This would have been so hard if they would have gave us this, but instead, oh my gosh, dude. Maybe this is why Kanye left Adidas. Actually, you know what? That's what I think. I think Kanye left Adidas because they released this, the 350 Slate V2. This is freaking ugly. Oh my gosh, what are they thinking? Like, I want to give my flowers to these designers that put some of this stuff out, but the designers that put this out, your flowers are going dead, bro. Your flowers are going dead because these are trash, bro. I'm sorry. Your flowers need watering because these are absolute boo-boo. They're ugly. They don't look right. They look terrible on foot. And then off foot, they look even worse. These are the retail version of what we ended up getting. We did get the Red October. That is true. We did get a Red October. However, we did not get a 350 V2. Instead, we got a Slate V2. And this is like a new thing that Kanye came out with, I think in 2021 or 2022. I can't really remember the year exactly. Kanye, I'm taking your flowers on this one, man. I fuck with you, Kanye, but I'm taking your flowers on this because this is not popping. I'm not digging the 350 Slate V2. It's very ugly. It looks like a sock and a shoe mixed together, and that's not it. I'm sure that the comfortability is there on these. And maybe for some of you guys, you might like that kind of snug sock looking shoe thing. But for me, this is just going to be a hard pass. That brings us to our very last shoe of what we wanted versus what we got. So to end things off, we've got the Rebellionaires. This right here is another custom, as well as that 350 V2 that we just saw was a custom. I feel like the Rebellionaires are very... I'm just going to go ahead and say it. They're hideous in my opinion. However, if they would have changed the colorway on the Rebellionaires, they might have been something. If they would have went with a black and red shoe, I think that the Rebellionaire would be what it was meant to be. Because the story behind the Rebellionaire, again, is a very dope story. And I think a lot of people expected that shoe to be better than what it was. Not only do they have kind of like a bad colorway on it, but then like the red X's on the back just kind of throw it off. So I think this right here is just a random picture that I found on Google, seen it, and was immediately like, yo, that would be a dope Rebellionaire if they would have done that. But instead, they decided to give us this. Now, the picture on this doesn't do it justice because the picture here obviously looks a lot better than the picture here. But in person, to me, these are just not it. I don't really like them. The patent leather on it, again, I'm not a really big patent leather fan, so it kind of throws it off for me. The red X on the back kind of throws it off for me. And the gray. I don't know what it is about the gray. Maybe if they didn't do the red X, it'd be better. But there's gray and black, and then you just got this random red X here on the back. It just doesn't really mesh well to me. I like the words all throughout the shoe. I kind of like whenever shoes have that. That's a very dope feature on here. However, like I said, I'm just not messing with this colorway. It's just not top tier in my opinion. But we also know that for the past few years, the Jordan 1s that they have been releasing have been mid at best. Hopefully we'll get some more dope shoes this year. Hopefully we'll get some better releases. Maybe we'll get some of these mock-ups that we want. However, I'm not sure that that's going to be the case. Jordan brand seems to release to us whatever the hell they want to release to us, and they don't care what we really think. But at the end of the day, the shoes still sell out. They still get brought up, so who's really the idiots, you know? I appreciate you guys for watching this video, though. Let me know what you guys think below. Let me know if you guys like some of these retail versions more than the mock-ups, and let me know if you agree on the mock-up versions. I really think that a lot of these mock-ups are really dope, really cool, and I think that some of the retail versions were actually pretty dope too. Just the mock-ups would have been slightly better. But that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We got lots of dope content coming soon. Make sure that you guys check out some of the other dope videos on the channel. Until next time, hit that like button, smash that comment section, pound that subscribe. Everybody hates Jay. We out.